Hello everybody and welcome to Intelligent Trading Academy's technical analysis and navigating the markets all the way from sunny southern England. Weather's nice. I hope you're all okay. Hope the COVID-19 situation is not causing too much stress, but hopefully with trading we have plenty of time to trade from home as we seem to have a little bit more time all on our hands. Purpose of this evening is to introduce a little bit about myself, a little about what ITA does and how to navigate these markets. What's your mindset like when you're in a trade and things like that. Probably about 45 minutes long. Then any questions, just pop down on the chat. I'm assuming, and hopefully you can all hear me because nobody said that they can't. So without further ado, we'll crack on and go through what we need to go through. So I say Intelligent Trading Academy is my company, and we have an office in London, Munich, and Manchester. So before we enter any trade, we can do this by aligning ourselves with industry professionals. Before you start any new business, it's always good to have the person alongside you to make sure you're not falling over and making those silly mistakes, because in trading, your mistakes can be costly, as I'm sure many of you are aware. The markets are extremely volatile during this period, so we need to be strict with our risk and trade management. Intelligent Trading Academy has been created to show the process of trading. We're not here to promote a false lifestyle. You won't see us standing in front of any cars waggling, gold watches in your face. It's not our style. My background is very different. I've been an investment banker for over 30 years, and I'll go through a bit more about myself just in a few slides' time. So we hope you enjoy this session. Would appreciate any feedback by email, which is info@intelligenttradingacademy.com. So, who is ITA? What is it all about? Well, as I said, I created it on the basis about 3 years ago, had a look at the educational space and just saw there was too many false promises, lifestyle generators out there. You can make money out of trading, but if you follow a process and you're disciplined within yourself. So here at ITA, we have a group of traders with 40 years plus combined experience. We are professional and institutional trading experience, or have that experience. We have been professional fund managers. We've been UK government backed as a recognised and leading trading educator. Some of our courses are CPD accredited. We take an institutional approach using simple and structured trading strategies that are effective, professional and consistent. Using a strategy obviously helps with our mindset. We taught many individuals how to trade. I say globally. We've got clients over in the Grenadines. We can do lots of things remotely. We've got clients in Cyprus, Germany, Australia, all over. So we're a community of professional, supportive and like-minded individuals. And when we think about trading, and we're trading from home in this period of what they call lockdown and isolation, you can feel isolated. So our community of 100 odd traders that we have at any one time actually works quite nicely, and you're getting feedback, support, interaction with other people all of the time during the trading day. So that's really important for us as professional traders to have that interaction and even see what other traders are looking at. Our programs will focus on 3 key areas: psychology, risk management and trading strategies. They're multi-asset class. What I mean by that is we can, as well as we use Forex, we can also look at other assets as well. We can also look at equities, indices, commodities as well. So there's the trades setups that we do are multi-asset as well as multi-time frame, because the busier trader might want to do a lower time frame, whereas myself, I like to do probably an 4-hour time frame or a daily time frame. So this is me. Worked at SocGen and Credit Suisse for the majority of my 30 years in the city. I very much take a disciplined and consistent approach, very experienced in our risk management, educating traders and the trader mindset. So why do people trade? Well, look at the situation that we're in now. You want more time, you're looking to create a secondary or even a full-time income, but you have to create that discipline, to create some consistency and get the end product, your profitability correct. It's good to be your own boss, in charge of your own destiny. It's good to learn new skills and educate yourself at any time. We can all do that. We want some financial independence. Financial independence isn't going to come by you putting £500 into an account We don't use leverage here, so we're going to teach you and hopefully push those who join us onto the funded account route. And that funded account can go really up to 7 figures if you follow the process over a period of time. We don't give there's no immediacy in training, and we don't give anything away for nothing, because I want to see your commitment, as well as, we're backing what we show and what we teach with actually proprietary funds. Okay, so those ones that are good will get offered that opportunity. 90% of our client base will currently get that within about 8 to 9 weeks of their 6 months learning experience with us. It's good to understand the financial markets, very prominent at the moment. Good to manage your own money. Might have property, you might have some other investments, some pensions, some SIPs, and things like that. But it's good to have you manage your own money. But remember, this is a risky, a more riskier kind of setup. So Forex, equities, when we're trading, everything is more volatile. So we risk little to hopefully make steady gains as we go. And that's how we're going to manage our money sensibly. Good to have a sense of achievement when you get it right. And obviously, again, we're looking to increase our wealth. Most brokers, or everyone, can look at the charts and technical analysis now, especially with the technology that's around. We can spot profitable trading opportunities. If we adopt that methodical approach, create those consistent returns in a risk managed way, by following a strategy, it's going to help you understand and how to manage your mindset. Okay, so how a trader thinks on the left and how our trading actually works on the right. You can see most traders, they jump in, look for the indicators, look for the entries, and that's why, to me, most when you call signal groups or signal generators, they're only there for the broker to create a commission. The broker is going to make money out of you either way. Okay, they're not, if you're trading, they're a happy broker. They have no, yes, of course they have interest if you do well, because you'll be with them longer. But actually, if you lose money, it doesn't cost them any money, because they're still making on the execution of the trade. On the right-hand side, it's really that continuous learning, trade management and risk management. I suppose within that continuous learning, you're talking about support and mentorship by the right kind of caliber of person. And our backgrounds here being professional traders, SocGen, Credit Suisse, we do have the backstory to back it up. There's lots of people out there giving you false hope and false promises. It's not. We're very realistic, and we understand. I don't do boot camps. I don't do week-long long educational camps. It's just not one of those things. It's something we need to promote and learn over a period of time. So I'm 30 years in, and I'm still learning every day. So we think 6 months is plenty of time to be calm, conservative and collective traders, and hopefully be profitable and consistent at the end of it. So really, look on your learning, lots of books to read, lots of self-teaching to do, and you can do that under guidance. Trade management, risk management, again, critical if you're going to be a successful trader. So education, and I'm going to go through, I'll show you some setups and bits and bobs a little bit later, and I'll show you our screens and things like that. So, education is the process of facilitating learning, acquisition of new skills and knowledge, values, beliefs, and habits. We can learn a new skill at any time, and learning to trade is no different. But it's really important to understand why you are entering a trade. And that's where the strategies come into their own, because by following a select set of rules, we're going to overlay teach you to overlay some manual analysis in this. So you're getting the best of both worlds, okay? Because the opportunities will come, or trading opportunities will come in all different shapes and sizes. There's nothing standard. There's no immediacy. We must be patient, okay? We must be disciplined in our approach to our trading. Even the best sportsmen and women in the world still surround themselves with coaches. Yeah, the best basketball team doesn't just go out and they have their players on the pitch. The same football team, they don't just send 11 players out to do the work. They have a team of dietitians. They have the manager. They have their physios. They have all the trainers, all the coaches behind them. So big teams, and even they have methods to improve and cope with the pressure that their particular industry will bring. Okay. So education, why? Well, we need to understand the mechanics in the markets. For example, leverage. Everybody talks about leverage. There's all this talk. Oh, if I put in, you know, £1,000, I've got 100k to trade. Well, yeah, it's not really. It doesn't really work like that. I mean, if you deposit 2.5k into a broker and then leverage that 20 times, they'll give you 50k. You go, wow, I can risk 1% of 50k. By risking that, that's 500 quid, and that's basically, if you lose 5 trades, you're out of the game, because you'll get a margin call from your broker tapping you up for more money to deposit, to have access to that leverage again. There's a few things wrong here, in my opinion. £500 per trade for inexperienced traders is far too much to risk. You can easily lose 5 trades. I don't profess to win every trade. I can have periods where I do lose, and I have drawdown periods. That's the trader. Yeah, Warren Buffett loses. Yeah, look at Richard Branson. He's losing with obviously the situation that's going on. All traders lose. The big traders at JP Morgan and things like that. Even smaller retail traders like ourselves now, we do have periods of drawdown. So we can easily lose those 5 trades. And really think about it. You're really risking 20% of your initial deposit when you trade. Okay, that's all. For us, we'd rather you put 2.5k into our preferred broker, and then we'd structure trades risking just 1% of the underlying deposit, so £25 a trade. They have to have 100 losing trades before the initial deposit's gone. You know, that's one thing I haven't had is 100 losing trades. Okay, so yes, we might have 5 or 6, but you know, that's the way we're going to teach you. Then obviously you can increase some leverage if you're happy to do so. But let's start off conservatively, apply some common sense, choose your help and tuition wisely. So fundamental analysis examines earnings, dividends, products, economies of scale and things like that. Technical analysis usually we look for indicators, and we're looking for price action, we're looking for patterns, we're looking for various things in that. And we have 3 main principles in technical analysis. The first thing is market action discounts everything. So that's what you see in the candlestick, and we'll cover that. Prices move in trends, and history tends to repeat itself. So let's just have a look at the setup we have here in a particular favorite one of ours. So this is a 4-hour chart in NASDAQ. I like to look at the kind of setup here, and I like to use the 4-hour. It's like putting your glasses on. Yeah, if I look at the daily, it's very tight and messy. The 4-hour, it gives me some good pointers. So you can see every time it kind of hits these zones or levels that we put in this equidistant upward channel, we kind of get some good buy and selling opportunities. At the moment, we're short, okay, and I can show you that by whatever open trades that we've got on at the moment. Okay, so we've got some trades on at the moment that are flicking about. So this is NASDAQ. Yep, we're making 700 quid on that. That's live, flicking around, doing its thing. But, oh, sorry, you'll notice our stop loss is actually below our entry. So worst case scenario is we lose nothing. We make a little bit. I might lose this current P&L, but the structure of the chart is the same. Okay, I know I'm going to get green candles in new downtrends. I'm going to get red candles in uptrends. That's what makes the trends. That's what makes our 3 valid touches. But the overall picture comes back to that kind of yes, this price is moving in a trend. Okay, the price action discounts everything. So everything we see in that daily candle is happening. And we're looking for historic repetitive patterns. So here we've got an historic repetitive pattern. It's doing what it says on the tin until it breaks. Okay, until this pattern breaks, then we'll have more. It'll void, and that's it. But probability here is if it's done it before, it's highly likely to do it again. Okay, and I'm of the opinion that the NASDAQ will go to new highs at some point in the next few months. Yeah, because investment managers in this low interest rate environment have nowhere else to put their money in by equities, but markets do not go up in a straight line. So we can trade by what we see, and that's very important. Trade what you see and let the trades, you know, come to you. Okay, hope that makes sense. And I'll show you some more charts and bits and bobs a little bit later. And don't worry, we get you set up and we teach you how to structure your chart like that. So that's why we do it over 6 months, not a couple of days, because we want you to have confidence in being an independent, consistent trader. We also look at algorithms. Algorithms are in our day-to-day life. They're in computers. They're in our washing machines. Everything in our cars. Everything we do there is a computer program doing something for us. Okay, and we can do that in our trading strategies with the development of software and the algorithms, semi-automated algorithms we've got here. They're simple EAs. expert advisors, we can use these strategies under your guidance with us, okay? Because again, very important to understand why you're entering a trade, and that's where the kind of semi-automated algorithm alongside the manual analysis, alongside some oscillators and confirmation indicators, is going to give you a better chance and a better outcome of a trade. And also the trade management is key. As I showed you in that NASDAQ trade, it's very critical to get down to kind of that free trade area. So we want our stop to entry. That's removing all the risk on that particular trade. Yeah, so I'm not sitting here waiting for that risk just on a one-to-one, or either make 1% or lose 1%. On that NASDAQ trade, I have no risk on the table because my stop is just below my entry. So I have free trade, you know, that's a free trade setup. So with algorithms, they're designed to let the trade set up, and then we're going to do a little bit more analysis on the back of it. Most of you have probably seen this kind of thing on your charts. This is a candlestick, and a bullish candlestick is highlighted in green, and it closes higher than where it opens. And these little wicks or tails highlight the high and low, and the high and low are the same on a bearish candle. The only thing different here is the actual price action closes lower than where it opened, which creates that red body here that you can see. So putting it all together, we can follow a simple set of rules to identify and pick decent trades that are out there. Sorry about those bits, it's just some bits coming in. So even here we can put in some manual trend lines. We can follow that. That's our opportunity as a buy. Here, that's our opportunity as a sell. Here, our opportunity is a buy. Here, our opportunity is sell. Okay, so just by following some simple set of rules, looking at the oscillator confirmation indicators that we do, looking at our manual trend lines, okay, we can find a good setup. We don't want to be a busy fool. We want to find solid, good setups, and our rules will allow you to do that. But you have to put in some effort. Okay, this isn't just waiting for a signal. You have to apply yourself, and obviously we're not going to back the people that don't want to apply themselves. Invest in yourselves, and we'll invest in you. Strategies. Okay, I'll try and enlarge the price charts as and when. So if you can't see that, apologies. So our strategies, we try to make them simple and structured so they're easy to follow in the first instance. Okay, so you're going to be taught by us. The majority of our clients start, or our partners as we like to call them, start from ground zero. So there's nothing there that we haven't actually coped with. As well as I have taught traders at some investment banks, as well as traders that have already done a little bit of trading as well. So our systems are tried and tested. They're simple and structured, and creating that systematic, methodical, disciplined approach will create some consistency. And obviously, we again, the risk management, don't overcommit your capital. A stop loss is our friend, as it helps preserve our capital. If we're using a strategy, it allows us to should remove a little bit of ambiguity on the emotional front. Okay, so remember, the market doesn't pick on us individually. It was here before we were born, it'll be here after we've all gone. So we're only playing a strategy, we're playing a system, so hopefully you don't need to beat yourself up if the trade does go wrong, because you're doing something for a reason. That brings us nicely onto our psychology and mindset, because it is the most important part, I think, of trading. You run around with your head on fire, you just won't be disciplined. Okay. Obviously, the mindset is a person's way of thinking, their opinions and beliefs, and you know, we all have different opinions and beliefs and ways of thinking. So trading will be unlike anything many of you have done before, and it's important to get your mindset right. Your trade management and that method. So you know, the things that we've done over many years. We've taken away, hopefully, a lot of the research you would have to do to find yourself what works for you. We have a couple of strategies that one buys when the market's going up, one when actually buys when the market's going down, and vice versa. But those strategies are designed to teach you what kind of trader you are. So We all have different tolerances to risk. We all have different behaviour when we're in a trade, and you know, need to find what kind of style of trading suits you. This will be determined by your current time, your current lifestyle, by working smart and trading within a community. And you can incorporate trading into your everyday routine and lifestyles for just 30 minutes to an hour per day. Don't forget, we're going to be pumping you with lots of analysis, lots of trading ideas, and also we have a VIP Skype chat where you're more than welcome to access, and if you join us on our 6-month program. So keep focused on your trading plan, not your emotions. We think our mindset is taken up 60%, you know, when we're trading of, oh, you know, I wish I could have, should have, would have. Yeah, if we all had a retrospectroscope, we'd all be, you know, millionaire traders overnight. It doesn't work like that. We're following some rules, we're following an idea, and we're following the strategies that we designed. 30% risk management and money management, and 10% is you know, of the strategy. Strategies are easy. It's how we apply them and how we manage them. Okay, so sorry about that. So really think, very important to get our psychology and mindset correct when we first start. So here, this is a lovely little graphic here. If we create a discipline, which you'll all find, and people will trade different times of days and all that kind of stuff. If you get your discipline, you'll create some consistency. That'll breed some confidence. With that confidence, allow some patience and for some trades to develop and come to fruition. And hopefully your profits and success will follow. So quite a simple little routine that you need to get into. But again, these things you can't do overnight and in 2 days at fast boot camps, what everybody else is trying to get people in quick and fast. You have to do this over a process. And some of you might be good at your discipline. Some of you might be better at your patience. But the idea of our program is it's not one size that fits all. We have to meet your individual needs. So one of your weaknesses, it might be somebody else's strengths. So we actually work to actually meet your individual needs to see what you need improving as you come along board as a trader. Why a trader is really losing, well, they tend to have improper risk. Money management's all over the show. They revenge trade, they chase the market, they break their rules, they don't follow their trading plan. It's always good to have a trading plan to remember why you got into the business in the first place. And it's very important to treat it as a business, okay? They don't have any structure or process. They let losses run and cut their winners too quickly. Really, the skill is to cut your losses and run your winners, okay? If a trade's winning, why are you getting out of it? Okay, look at the trades that we've got on presently here. So we've got a few trades on. Not all of them are winning. Okay, that's life. That's going to be part of it. But Aussie Swiss. Okay, so that's a losing trade. I know we have got this kind of level here, and I put this out in an email a couple of days ago. Okay, we're coming to some kind of area of resistance here. We think momentum has now turned negative. We're only looking for this area here. I haven't put a target price in yet because I expect this big long-term moving average to hold. But there is an opportunity because we've seen that there, hopefully there and here. So we'll be watching that carefully as that develops. Well, what else have we got on that's doing okay? So sterling yen. So here's a lovely example of trading with the downtrend. Okay, even though we had a little spike here, it's resisted again at this important level, again at this important level. I'm only looking for that. That's 1% of my account. I'm happy to bank. Okay, if I'm banking, yeah, again, we're going to be in the game longer and you're going to be profitable. And you can see my stop loss is in profit. Okay, so again, another free trade. Get to that area of free trade. Get to the area where you're comfortable. When you move and be proactive with your stop loss, you're in a better, your mindset is in a totally better place. And again, by managing your trades, by moving, being proactive with your stop losses and proactive with your trade management, you'll be in a lot better position as you enter the trading world. Okay, So some good trades there, some bits you can see. So let the winners run, okay, and cut your losses. And we're moving our stop loss in order to take risk off the table all of the time. So we can't control the outcome of a trade, of course, okay, and we can't control the price movement. What we can do is give you an edge of what you can control. So you can control when you trade, you can control when not to trade. What asset classes you trade, you can control. Okay, this is multi-asset class platform, so we can help you with a majority of assets that are out there. But you can decide, well, I only like forex, I only like trade the indices. I have a lot of customers that only like to trade gold and silver. Some people only like to trade the dollar index as a dollar exposure. You can control your risk if you're more risk averse. You can go lower if you've got higher risk appetite. Of course, I personally like to risk, if I've got a 200k account, which is there, risking 1% of that, which is 2,000. I'm happy with that. But obviously, by managing that risk, my mindset is in a better place. You can control your psychology and mindset to a certain extent because you'll be following a strategy. You know your worst case scenario because you're proactively managing your risk, and really you're only risking 1% of your underlying capital, not a leveraged account. You can choose your tools, which we've hopefully done and going to help you with. And obviously, we're going to help you with your development and learning. So our program here incorporates many things here. We can get you up and running quickly. Again, we'll back our education with a fantastic funded account option. More details can be shown with our free offer that we've got for anyone who's attended this session today. We can help you with your individual trading plan construction. You have access to us as pro traders. You'll get a daily email from me looking at all the analysis that we show. I think the daily email, we have something on here to show you that, but we offer a daily email, access to our live Skype trading chat. So that's the VIP chat that only anybody has. We have minimum 6-month program. We do well. Actually, we have some programs where we can try and help you, but 6 months seems to be the best. We only use regulated FCA brokers, but we think with our mentorship, you have a real income opportunity, especially once you start building that account from 10,000 to 40 to 80 to 160 to 320. That's what you need to be looking at. That's the thing. You have to have a plan and create a pathway or some steps to success. So without education, you just hinder your chances of success, okay? Without training, without mentorship, any team sport, anything like that, without training, they're just hindered in their chances of any success. But just look at the following broker stats. Some brokers here, 79% of people lose money once they enter that account. Well, why be that? Be part of the 21% because you're using an independent educator. Yeah, we don't own any brokerage. We don't charge a fee for our algorithms or anything like that. Our aim is to create a community of traders that can independently trade in a consistent way. So there is a recipe for success. If I want to bake a loaf of bread, I don't just put the flour in and put it in the oven because nothing will happen. So I have to add, for success in trading, I have to add my analysis. I have to be aware of what the fundamental news is and understand when some important high impact news could come out. I'm looking for my support from my mentor, from my trader group and my community. My chat, I'm looking where my trade ideas are coming from. I'm looking for my daily email, the indicators and the program, the courses, all kind of that education and learning is going to give you, solidify your knowledge in the financial marketplace. So many of our traders make between 5 and 20% per calendar month, and we're going to show you how we look at that, but under guidance and learning how to read the charts and manage our risk. That is really important, okay? So you can join us and change your trading. Here's some example of some P&Ls. That's, the account was now 200, it was 158 then. So you've got some good open trades there. That's what we want to see. Some recent closed trades here back in March and April, so not long ago. You can see we're winning more than we're losing, and the losers, we're managing our risk effectively. We want to get to that stage where we're seeing more winners than losers. It will take you time. As I said, I've been in the game for a long time, but I want to export my knowledge to stop traders making those mistakes. If we can try and help you create your discipline using some strategies that we know that are clean and structured and work, you'll be in the game longer, and you'll hopefully have the chance to get those funded accounts to start moving up our ladder of the proprietary funds that we can give you. So we think our advantages are 40 years professional trading experience, qualified technical analyst. I've taught this craft at the London School of Economics for the Society of Technical Analysis. We use independent brokers. We don't charge any software fee. We're better value than other leading rivals. I really think, I would say it's my company, but I think we're best in class for what we offer. We have a fantastic funded account offer, good trader and educator experience globally, and also the broker we use has very competitive spreads. But again, treat it as a business. We place the most importance on the return of your investment and the quality of our analysis. You can pay £3,000 or £4,000 for 2 days here in the UK and elsewhere. I've heard lots more money for courses. 20k for a 12-month course. I'd rather you put that money in your trading account, and I can teach you how to use that more effectively. We're very transparent and clear in it. I always give out our daily email. As you see, look, here's an account here. We're showing you what trades we've got on. I don't know, they could all be losing. These are real trades I've shared with the community. So it's okay. We're making 1, 2, 3, one's flat. No problem at all. That's all. I'm happy with that. It's just doing its thing. So, and they're only young trades, 2 or 3 days old, and we'll allow ourselves to get to. We'll let the trades mature and let the strategy come to fruition. Okay, because as you've seen on that kind of the closing trades, we are winning more than we're losing. It's a chance for you to work in partnership with professional traders, not a sales company, and we're traders. We're not salespeople. And we have a community of like-minded traders that all work together. So we tend to work with about 100 traders at any one time. That's enough funding. If we've got 10k out for 100 traders, it's $1 million. But again, we are backing our education with that, and there are spaces available as we speak. We place the most importance again on the return of investment. So what you put in, and the more you put in and the more you talk to us and speak to us, will expedite your learning. So again, just by following simple and structured trading strategies, you can get some nice, lovely, solid opportunities where you can hopefully make money out of these volatile markets in a risk managed way. Okay, very important to be conservative with our capital. It takes us a lot to earn it. Let's not throw it away by being silly. Invest in your education, to invest in yourself, and invest in a long-term future, and to invest long-term trade and have access to trading strategies that actually work. So I'm going to go through some manual analysis with a strategy called the fast track momentum, which we like, and that's kind of buying with. There are other strategies that we have, but obviously time constraints with these webinars. I'll get you just showing you exactly what we look at. So the fast track momentum, by identifying a select set of rules, we can take advantage of price action each day. And don't worry, these webinars are recorded, and you can go back and have a look at anything. I know sometimes I waffle on, and sometimes I can start talking a little bit too quickly, which I apologize for, but we'll take, you can go back and listen to this at any time, and also we have an offer for you as well during this session to have a free session with me one-to-one over a Zoom session. This is a semi-automated algorithm enhanced with manual analysis techniques, which we will educate you as you progress with us. So it's multi-asset class as well as multi-time frame. So we're just taking a blank chart. When most new traders, they set up their screen and it's not sure they like that. Don't forget, I will set up, if you do join us, you do get a free setup session where we get everything looking like this for you, get everything up and running and moving quite nicely. Okay, so we would set your screen up and things like this, get you all going, and hopefully you'd be in a better place with your trading and with your abilities. So we will definitely help you get to where you need to get to be with your trading, and with obviously the setup that looks quite nice, and show you exactly what we're trading and why we're trading it and how we can trade it in a capital low risk way. So even this CAD-yen chart, last year was can be quite daunting, but if we overlay our downtrend with a longer term moving average, then trade some intra-trade, shorter term trends, we get an opportunity. So an opportunity here, here, and here. Can you see, the rate of knots that these things come down can be different. Okay, the opportunity is different in each case, but you can see there's 3 solid setups, and that's what we're looking for. That's where we're going. We can see there's resistance here. We break the trend. That's our opportunity. Resistance here, break the trend. That's our opportunity. Resistance here, breaks our trend. That's the opportunity. The probability is heightened by us selling in a downtrend. Okay, quite simple. We will go contrary to trend sometimes, but there's other rules and procedures that we need. But you'll learn all this doing your journey with us. Even in the Dow Jones, some nice selling opportunities, buy, sell. I very much like this average here. We close above. These little dots are called parabolic stop and reverses, and plenty. If that reverses, it gives us a good momentum shift, looking at trend breaks and things like that. But we can create clean, clear, structured trade entries. Then we're going to be proactive with our trade management. So when we look at manual analysis, I mean, there's a famous author, Michael Cavell. It's been well known and written some books and does a podcast. Our manual strategy has been developed to help people do it. Typically later on, this will come towards you, but we utilise the technical and fundamental analysis to establish the true nature of the market. So we will be looking at market structure, obviously looking at chart patterns, multi-time frame, price action is important, and what's the nature of the market. So chart patterns are considered most effective tools in the ITA community. We do have a free blueprint which focuses especially on this area, but really we're looking for 1% risk on a trade and getting to break even. So moving your stop to entry as soon as that lets us, or physically possible, as soon as the chart structure, the idea is telling us to do so. So we're monitoring those very keenly every day. So it is really important how a particular asset gets to where it gets to. So we kind of like that impulsive phase, look at the correction, then really buy on that push out, and it can go on and down. And typically these are known as flagpoles or pennants, something like that. You can look at ascending channels, descending channels, but we're looking for the higher probability setups. And just for this example here, this is dollar CAD on an 1 hour chart, which, this works quite nicely. We're looking to get in around here on the break of this long average. We're scaling on that kind of impulsive corrective phase that we looked at. Okay, and just getting in those 2 levels, we can see the risk reward was 10 to 1 here, 11 to 1 here, actually realizing it's a 21%. Yeah, that will come as you develop your trading skills. Okay, they can be difficult to find sometimes, but when you first start, you'll be finding the methodology, but we're going to be enhancing that with the manual techniques as well. And it's in your wins, not your losses. You could lose 5 trades at 1%, losing 5%. Yeah, but you might have 3 winners on at 3% each. So net gain is 4%. So why wouldn't you do that? The win-loss ratio per trade is irrelevant. It's how we manage those trades effectively. Okay, so that's the way we're going to be doing it. So our session of the day, we have 2 free opportunities for you. You can join our free Pro Trader Skype chat, and secondly, you can book in a free 30-minute remote session with myself, and you just email info@intelligenttradingacademy.com to do that. We'll pick it up. The team will pick it up. They'll come back to you and ask you when that would suit you. And don't forget, we are UK time, and so within our UK hours, that's fine. But I say, so you can join our free Pro Trader Skype chat for a limited period to see exactly what we do, and you can book in a free 30-minute remote session with myself, if not another trader, at the ITA. So info@intelligenttradingacademy.com to take advantage of those free opportunities. So it's about learning the process. Okay, how do successful people think? Well, they work hard, they never give up, they have a clear vision. That's what we want in trading. We have a clear vision with our strategies, we have a clear vision with what we want to achieve out of it. Okay, we have some goals, but make the goals achievable, don't make them too far out. understand your terrain, give it everything you've got. You can achieve everything. Continue your learning and progression, and the work is behind the scenes. Prepare. I do a lot of analysis on a Sunday night. I strive to improve and raise your game. Good question, Villa. Does it include options? Asset classes, I mean, the platform you can trade. We use a company called Active Trades here in the UK. If you're an options trader, you can use these strategies for options. Okay, I can teach you the strategies. It's multi-asset class, multi-instrument. You can apply these strategies on any kind of market. Okay, so that's the idea, is to prepare yourself, because you asked the question about options. That might be your favorite thing. So we work with you to enhance. Okay, you can do this with options. And you can do what you need. So as I said, some people might like to trade gold, some might like to trade dollar index, etc. So always strive to improve your game, and prep yourself. Look, Sunday night, it's quiet at home, and here I have a look at some analysis for a little while. Then I send out my daily email on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all before 9:30, 10 o'clock UK time. But again, if you're, it works very well, and people can do this within their day-to-day jobs. If you do well at it and it takes over your job, then fine, we're doing our job right. So during your education, you'll get to understand the overall picture. And as professional traders, we should take some time to identify bigger areas, support and resistance. But we need to identify the tools, what we need in our the toolbox. We look at confirmation indicators, oscillators. They help confirm the strategy and entry, but we can never use them in isolation. Our candlestick chart is the most important. So here we look at parabolic SARs for momentum shift. Here we look at relative vigor. We like that to be in the right direction when we enter a trade. We also look at moving average, convergence and divergence. Again, a good momentum tool. It's not useful for identifying overbought and oversold levels. Okay, I'm more interested on this kind of new cross here. If my trend is breaking, if my resistance support is breaking or whatever, then I like to see that kind of ribbon effect developed. For overbought and oversold, there's something called the relative strength index, and above 70 it's overbought, and below 30 it's deemed as oversold. But I tend to use that more in equities. It's just a personal preference. So when we're setting up our trades, okay, let me just do that again. You might be able to see here. I'll just pop that on here. Where are we? Okay, so I got the email again is info@intelligentTradingAcademy.com. Should be on the chat. I'll send it to you all. Look forward to seeing some of your emails for us, and I can go through bits and bobs with that overview. But going here, the trade setup, we need to see where support and resistance are, what moving averages are telling us. Is an oscillator telling us something different, or an indicator? Is there any immediate news or events that could have a high impact on a short-term movement of the price? Okay, so it's important to understand that, commit to your plan and commit to your educational support for your continued development. So one of the primary functions of moving averages is to identify trends and reversals, and we've got some good things from here. Okay, so here we can just identify, look at the US tech. So that's NASDAQ on our particular platform. How important the 200-day moving average is by just holding. And the reason we were trading the NASDAQ, as we had here, let me open this up for you, is on the 4-hour, we can see we're in that channel. Even though the trend is up, this kind of equidistant channel has traded very nicely over a period of time. If I go to the weekly, and again, 200-day holds, 200-day holds, it closed below briefly, but look at the rally. The next week's rally actually tipped where it started and actually traded higher. You do get, and again, very important to prepare yourselves. And NASDAQ, for some reason, technically tends to be a nice leader in the marketplace. But again, here we're just playing that strategy, and we'll let it play out and do what it does. If I hone in a bit like this, hopefully you can see it a little bit. It should open itself up quite nicely. We're just playing the strategy. Yeah, it's done it before, it's highly likely to do it again. If it doesn't and I get stopped out, I'm out for nothing. That trade's cost me nothing. Don't worry about it. We move on to the next one. We might get another opportunity if it starts to fall away. But at the moment, we're in a good area. The trade structure is right. We're going to stay in and hopefully win. So it's structured and it's there for a reason. Hopefully you got the email that I sent to you, that I just put onto the answer there. We're looking for trend support, resistance and breaks. This really here, establish it, Kiwi CAD, just nice areas there. We're going to teach you how to create a valid trend line. There is an art to create a trend line. They're not, they're not as easy as people make out, but we're going to show you how to do that and teach you how to do it properly, and also how to create an equidistant channel where look at support and resistance, how to obviously create some zones for that. People like to use Fibonacci. We can also incorporate that into some of our trade management as well. So that was close. Let me have a look. We have plenty to offer you. Here's a kind of, I've got a little testimonials here from our people. So hopefully you'll just get a flavour of what they're like. So you'll hear someone else's voice now, not just mine. No worries. Sorry about the sound there. We can do that. We can do that. I can send that all out to you individually. Don't worry. That's okay. Apologies for that. I don't know what the issue was with that sound, but maybe it's just the streaming of where there's too much on this presentation. Okay. So when we look at some recently closed trades, okay, you can see we're winning more than we are losing. Okay, and basically, where our clients think they really benefit a lot is by being part of the community. Okay, so understanding and talking and chatting and having us prompt them to do certain things at certain times and not make the silly areas. So here, even I took 10 recent, well, the last 10 trades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see we're managing that one. That's okay. Euro was okay. So we lost a little bit, not a lot. This one here, we lost 1%. Okay, no, less than 0.5%. They're making half, a little bit more, than probably net 5,000–6,000 out of those 10 trades. Happy days. That's where we want to be. We want those closed trades to look nice. Okay. We offer online and in-house coaching. I said for the people in the UK, they can come to London and Manchester. For the people, we do lots of Zoom sessions and try and help you with your trading journey. We go through strategies, watch lists, and looks at many things with you. And it's very much a collective community that we're trying to create. Okay, make sure, and we try and make sure our aim and vision is to give you the ability to independently trade to create your own financial freedom, making our traders competent, disciplined and consistent, okay, that have the ability to take the trade to the next level. Education is the key. We understand what we're doing, and hopefully our mentoring program, some of you would like to join us very, very soon. So during the month, we'll send out trading webinars, videos and podcasts. These are pre-recorded, so you can view at your own convenience. The aim is to analyze the markets. You can do any trade adjustments. You can also recommend what you'd like to see during this time. Also, you have the opportunity to contact us with any questions. You get daily real-time analysis. So with our VIP Skype chat, with our daily email that you get, we'll be prompting you with that. So, and constant communication with us expedites your learning. Typically on the first Saturday of each month, we'll do an in-house session, which we'll do with all our clients. We can do webinars for people that aren't actually in the UK. It's not a problem, and it's a valuable Q&A session. It's a good tool for all our traders. Again, we offer educational partnership, and we very much see it as a partnership. It's not an us and them situation. You invest in yourself, and we'll invest in you with our funded account option. Have access to professional traders, get trader email, get lots of good, solid education to get you through. When you first start, yes, we ply you with lots of information. Spend some time to week. The course is there for 6 months, minimum. If you take that option, then you get plenty of time to get yourself proficient or in a stage where you should be consistently a disciplined trader. Okay, so again, the offers, and I put it down on the chat, info@intelligenttradingacademy.com. You can join our free Pro Trader Skype chat, and you can book in a free 30-minute remote session with us at ITA. Please request that and email in, because we do get inundated with requests after this. So obviously, subject to availability, the sooner you get your email into us, the sooner we can come back to you and confirm a session, hopefully for you early part of next week. Okay. The benefits are 40+ years professional trading experience. We are qualified technical analysts, and obviously I'm fundamentally trained as well by being investment banked trained. You get real trader and educational experience. I know we're a lot cheaper. I think we're best in class. We're trying to make something that's valuable and work at your own pace and make you an independent trader. So we want to work on everybody individually, and that's why it's not a modular program, because I want to hone and tone what your weaknesses are, because they might be somebody else's strengths and vice versa. Okay, so simple and structured trading strategies will help your mindset. Very much with our Skype group, will keep you on the straight and narrow, and you'll be talking to me about things where you're going right, where you're going wrong, and we're very clear and transparent and very available to help our community of traders. Okay, so all we do is ask you partner with us, learn with us, build your profits with us with our funded account route, and hopefully earn with us. So it's up to you now. Just email in, take up your free offers at info@intelligenttradingacademy.com. Apologies for the sound issue on the testimonials. I shall fix that for the next one. This is where we live. This is who I am. More than happy to try and help anybody in your trading journey. It's what we do. It's what we're good at. It's what we enjoy doing. Okay, so my passion is the financial markets, and my purpose is to give you some of my experience, as well as our teams here at ITA that we've developed over the years, to hopefully get you into a good position with your trading, make it enjoyable for you, make it fun, and hopefully make some money whilst doing it. So I thank you ever so much for your time and to listening to this webinar. And again, thank you to our hosts for the opportunity. Keep safe during this time. Hopefully things will get back to normal sooner rather than later. So enjoy your weekend wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to speaking to some of you very, very soon. Have great weekends, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.